if you supplement with 10 grams of creatine or even go higher than that, like 20 grams of creatine, how does that affect cognitive function, right? And it's been found that if you take someone and you sleep deprive them for 21 hours and give them about 25 to 30 grams of creatine, it completely negates the cognitive deficits of sleep deprivation. Actually, not only does it negate the cognitive deficits of sleep deprivation, it makes people function better than if they were well rested.
That's a really interesting piece of information. But what about all those people in the gym has been saying all the time that creatine will cause a kidney damage, or creatine will cause a gut or a bloating issue, or creatine can also cause a hair fall? What about all those things that you have been hearing in the gym? Are they true? And that is exactly what we are going to discuss in today's video. Hello everyone, my name is Ramakrishna and welcome to Fitness to Fulfillment channel. In our today's video, we are going to understand, is creatine really safe and effective for your body? And what will happen if you take creatine for a very long time? So without any further delay, let's get started. A creatine is a natural compound which is usually found in your muscles, and what it does is that when you're going through an intense workout, it provides the rapid energy to your muscles. Now, about half of the creatine supply which is needed by your body is coming through your food, which is usually a protein-rich food. So what kind of food does it include? It includes red meat, it includes fish or the seafood, shellfish and fish, and it also includes milk, which is cow milk, goat milk or sheep milk. Now the remaining half of the creatine supply is produced naturally inside your liver, kidneys and pancreas. Now out of the total creatine which is present inside the body, about 95% of the creatine is utilized by the muscles, while the remaining 5% is utilized by heart, brain and other tissues. Now when you're working out intensely and also your food is not creatine rich, then in that case you can also supplement yourself with creatine supplement. Now the best form of creatine supplement is CreatineMonohydrate, because it has been best supported by all the research and also scientifically proven. I have been taking creatine supplement for last 5 years and I have not observed any adverse side effects yet on my body. Now let's talk about the benefits that you can gain by consuming creatine through your food or through supplementation. I will talk about the top 3 benefits that you can get by consuming creatine on a regular basis. Benefit number 1 is, by consuming creatine on a regular basis can definitely help in muscle building. So if you combine creatine supplementation with the resistance training, not only you will observe an enhancement in the muscle mass, but you will also observe a strength gain when you do the physical intensity workout. Now there are also studies which has been done on creatine, and as per the studies it has been found that a large meta-analysis of 10 randomized control trials with imaging measures of muscle hypertrophy found that creatine combined with the resistance training promotes a small but statistically significant increase in regional muscle hypertrophy in both upper and lower body muscles, which means that if you consume creatine on a regular basis with combination of resistance training, then you will definitely observe few centimeter growth in your muscle thickness. Now let's talk about benefit number 2. As Rhonda explained in the initial video, creatine does help in your brain health and effectiveness. A systematic review of 16 randomized controlled trials found creatine supplementation improves specific aspects of cognitive function in adults, particularly memory, attention time and processing speed. And some studies also suggest that creatine supports cognitive performance under stressful conditions or sleep deprivation by supplying additional brain energy. Now benefit number 3 is that creatine keeps you active throughout your lifespan, especially in older adults where creatine keeps their muscle mass and strength maintained and improved with the increasing age. Now especially after 40 years where people start to lose their muscle mass and also strength, creatine comes really effective and helps maintaining the overall muscle mass of the body and also reduces the muscle loss. Now creatine is the most researched supplement in fitness industry. It's even more researched than protein supplements. And it has been found that creatine is remarkably safe if it is getting consumed in a recommended dosage. Now you will ask, what is the recommended dosage? Typically 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate per day for an active individual is considered as a recommended dosage. Now there are two phases of creatine consumption. First one is a loading phase and second one is a non-loading phase. Now loading phase is where you consume 20 to 25 grams of creatine monohydrate for initial 5 to 7 days, followed by a maintenance dosage of 3 to 5 grams per day for a long term. Now this 20 to 25 grams within a day, you have to consume it in multiple servings. Well, there is also a non-loading phase where you just start consuming 3 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate since day 1 for a long term. Now, if you do a loading phase and then you go to the maintenance phase, then in that case, you will start seeing the results of creatine 2 to 3 weeks prior to those who are consuming with a non-loading on a regular basis of 3 to 5 grams. But on a long term, the results are equivalent. So from my perspective, creatine consumption in a recommended dosage is totally safe for any healthy individual, provided that you are consuming enough water in a day. And if you already have a kidney disease, then I would say that please do not follow any of the instructions which are provided over here and follow the instructions provided by your doctors. So in conclusion, I want to say that if you are a healthy individual, then consuming creatine monohydrate in a recommended dosage is totally safe for you. And if you combine consumption of creatine monohydrate with resistance training, you will actually see great results out of that. I personally have been consuming 3 to 6 grams of creatine monohydrate for last 5 years, and I have not seen any adverse effect either in my blood test or on my body due to creatine supplementation. And that's it from today's video. Please let me know in the comment box if you would like to know anything more or if you got any questions about creatine consumption. And also please hit the like button if you like this video, and please hit the subscribe button if you are not done so that you can get more informative content in future on your YouTube feed. Thank you so much for today. I will see you in the next video. Until then, stay healthy and live a fulfilling life. Thank you.